What is going on, peasants? My name is JB and I'm back here today with my week 2 team builder and battle video for the NCP. This week we are taking on SirJorgeDeGreat, coach of the San An Eggys. We recently played him in APA Academy. It was a really close game, so definitely be sure to go check that video out, as well as check out his videos down in the description below. He makes some good content. He's a really nice dude, so definitely be sure to go show him some love. And without further ado, let's go ahead and go over his squad. So as you can see, he has Gyarados, Poltegeist, Phalanx, Charizard, Rotom, Rabombi, Typenol, Berserker, Sneasel, and Unfezant. So it's actually a kind of really cool team. I kind of really like it. It's definitely different, and it has a lot of like common weaknesses, and it's not like it doesn't have like the most like high-end like firepower, but it just seems like a lot of fun. Like there's a lot of really cool mons on this team that I like, such as Berserker, Rabombi, Zard. I think Phalanx would be a ton of fun to use, and same with like Poltegeist. I think they'd be very fun to use in Draft League. But yeah, he has a really cool team, and I kind of really like it. So but in terms of threats though, I think Gyarados is really scary, especially if he wants to, start Dragon Dancing up, especially with Power Whip now. Like Seismitoad is no longer really a check to that, so definitely a scary Pokemon. Poltegeist, if it wants to, get Shield Smashers up, could be annoying, or if it's like the Willow String Slap set, could also be even more annoying because, well, if you watched our Academy video, you can tell how much I hate String Slap, so definitely would not like to deal with that again. Phalanx, again, could be very scary if it gets set up. Charizard, it can do a lot of really weird things. It does have access to boost. He doesn't have access to Sun, so I don't really have to worry about Solar Power Zard, but it's still a decent like special attacker, decent wall breaker. It's an okay Pokemon. Rotom, I hate Rotoms, but it Volt Switches, it Will-O-Wisp things, it fires off Rash Dracos. Like, it's okay. It's a Rotom. Rabombi sets webs. Can Quiver Dance up. That could be pretty scary if he wants to go that route. Otherwise, it's a just decent like sticky web option and decent special attacker. Typenol, very, very annoying. If he wants to be like Rest Talk, that could be really scary. If he wants to be like Swords Dance with like Crush Claw or something, that doesn't have return right now, obviously. I don't know why. I sort of like, it doesn't make sense to me that they took return out of the game, but happiness is still in the game at all. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me, that return and frustration are gone and like happiness is still there. Like, why take that away? It just doesn't make sense to me. That's a different tangent though. But Berserker I think is a really fun Pokemon. I think it's very, very hard hitting, has a really solid ability, and it's one of the steel types I want to try the most in Draft League, so I would not be surprised if in my next league I drafted Berserker, or definitely an upcoming league. It's a Pokemon I really want to try out. It gets a lot of really cool moves, and I think it's could be very, very difficult to switch in if played properly. Sneasel, really fast, can be really hard hitting, has decent priority as well as knockoff. Really good dual stabs. It's just, slightly slower, slightly less strong Weavile, but still a very good Pokemon. And then Unfezant is a bird, and we're not going to talk about it because it doesn't exist. So let's go ahead and go over the squad. First off, we have MOJ, the Terrakion. So I decided to nickname my mons in this league after the Ight squad and just my friends in general, because I don't know, man. I was getting my team gen and I didn't have nicknames, so I'm just like, whatever, I'll just name them after the friends. So we got Terrakion here with a Life Orb. We have Stone Edge, Close Combat, Swords Dance, and Rock Polish. So a nice and dual dance set. We have a pretty funky EV spread with 148 HP, 60 attack, max defense, 4 speed F, and then 44 speed with a Jolly Nature. So it's kind of a nerdy spread. It lives a banded low kick from Sneasel after 1 round of Life Orb. So after I take a Life Orb hit, if he tries to revenge me with Sneasel, I can still live that hit and get rid of Sneasel. So I'm kind of worried about Sneasel when it comes to Terrakion. It's one of the only things on his team that could really stop Terrakion in terms of being able to revenge kill it with low kick, so that's why I wanted to make sure I could live that hit. That's banded as well. And then we have Outspeed. Our speed is for Charizard, creeping base 80s. So on my team that would be Thwacky, and there's another one. What's my other base 80? Braviary. So yeah, if he's outspeeding just my base 80s with Zard, which is what I assume he would speed creep, then we outspeed that. Next up, we have this Pokemon is here. It's actually the one I built next. So we have Heliolisk here with a Choice Scarf. We have Thunderbolt, Hyper Voice, Dark Pulse, and U-Turn with 76 HP for defense, 172 attack, 116 speed def, 140 speed with a modest nature. So we have speed for Scarf Rotom. We live 2 Moonblast from Rabombi, and we 2-shot a lot of stuff. I don't remember exactly everything that we 2-shot. I mean, we were running Scarf because fuck Dragon Dance Gyarados, so I just wanted something to deal with that. I didn't really want to lose to that, so we just decided to slap a Choice Scarf on it because we're still mods, we can still hit hard as hell. And we're probably just going to be U-turning out most of the time unless it's a free Thunderbolt, which considering he does not have a ground type, Thunderbolt is very, very free just to come in and click most of the time. The only thing we have to really be worried about is Rotom, which we can U-turn out on and get a better matchup against. You know, that's a thing that could happen. But yeah, we two-shot pretty much everything on his team. I think the only thing we don't, like I said, is Rotom and Type Null are the only things we don't two-shot on his team. If I'm not mistaken. Maybe the Sylvester users can live, but anything else, I'm pretty sure we just two-shot all of the things because no resist. So, hey, that's fun. Next up, what do we have next? Next up is this boy. We have Tony, our Jampo, rocking in a Assault Vest with Draco Meteor, Hyper Voice, Flamethrower, and Thunderbolt. So this is my, basically my designated Rotom check, because we obviously resist dual stab. We're immune to one of its stabs, and we can take Volt Switches and Thunderbolts pretty much all day, and we don't care about being wielded. So consider Rotom check to be out of this thing. So we're 3-hit KO'd by Timid Rabombi with our 252 HP, 116 defense, 28 special attack, 108 speed F, and 4 speed with a calm nature. So yeah, we are 3-hit KO'd by Timid Rabombi. We live in Icicle Crash from Life Orb Sneasel, and we don't need special attack to invest the two-shot thing, so I just threw a little bit in there. The speed is like, I guess because it wouldn't let me put 32 special attack, I'm assuming. Yeah, we only have 32, so yeah, we got a you know 4 speed Jampa for no real reason. So that's what we got. It's a very solid check all. Switch into a special attack as being, like I said, we're 2-shot by, or 3-shot by Rabombi. Rotom can't really touch us. Zard's fire moves can't really touch us. Poltergeist can't really touch this set. So yeah, very, very solid catch-all check to special attackers, and honestly, I think it has a phenomenal matchup. So pretty damn solid all around. Next up, what is our next member? That would be this guy here, our Seismitoad. Is named after young Whammer. We have Skull, Drain Punch, Knockoff, and Stealth Rock, 244 HP, 156 defense, and then 108 speed F with a calm nature. We are 4-hit KO'd by Sneasel if we don't get flinched. We are 4-hit KO'd by Rabombi, and then we have Knockoff for the Seismitoad. Pretty damn straightforward. We could chew hits from some of the setup threats, namely, or not really setup threats. We can just chew hits pretty much at will. We can Oko Sneasel, just another way to get rid of that thing. I was really scared of Sneasel for some reason when I'm prepping. And looking back at it, it doesn't really make a whole hell of a lot of sense why, but yeah, whatever. I'm realizing I don't have notes for one of my mons, but you know what, we'll wing it when we get to it. So yeah, just a pretty decent check all. Mon again, good rock setter, can Oko a thing, can knock off a thing. Yeah, pretty straightforward. And then next up we have Cowpat, our Braviary, rocking a Choice Scarf with Brave Bird, Close Combat, Defog, and U-turn. We have max attack, 36 defense, and 220 speed with a jolly nature. Speed for Phalanx, Defog is fuck Sticky Web, and then we might as well have something to remove them if I can't get rid of Rabombi before clicking Court Change, which, spoiler alert, the mon I don't have notes for is Cinderace, so yay. So yeah, it's just another good revenge killer, can help check Phalanx. Even at +1 we're doing a shit ton with it, so if he wants to try to set up in front of something, pretty much everything on the team can put it in range of Braviary coming in and revenging it. And then we have Close Combat just for coverage against stuff like Sneasel and whatnot, and then U-turn for momentum, and yeah, Defog in case I can't Court Change and stuff like that, and in case webs get up and I can't get rid of them at whatever reason, I have another way to get rid of webs basically, because he doesn't really have any other hazards as far as I can see. His only hazard is Sticky Web, so we take those. And then last but certainly not least, we have Austin, our Cinderace. We have Heavy Duty Boots with Powerball, Sucker Punch, U-turn, and Court Change. We have 28 HP, max attack, and 228 speed with a Jolly Nature, which is probably just for Sneasel. And yeah, I don't really think there's too much else to see here. There are a couple calcs. Let me go ahead and see what they were. Yeah, there's no calcs here, so yeah, I mean, it's just really he doesn't really have the best resist to Powerball. Outspeeds Sneasel, which is something I was pretty scared of, and Court Change for webs, U-turn for pivoting. We have Sucker for Poltergeist, stuff like that. So yeah, pretty straightforward set, and I think it can hopefully put in a little bit of work, and that is the team. And I will see you guys inside the battle right about now. All right, we're communicating again. The second time we've gotten to this screen, so I already know the 6 he's bringing, but anyway, back here with the battle against Jorge and the NCP. Go check him out again if you haven't already. He's a good dude. Makes some quality content. And we've already seen his team, but he has Rabombi, Zard, Rotom, Type Null, Poltergeist, and Phalanx. So no Gyarados is a bit of a shock. Terrakion looks really great this game, as does Cinderace, as does a lot of my team. So The lead I decided to go with was I want to lead off with one of my Scarfers and you turn into my other Scarfer on what I expect to be a Rabombi lead. So just so I can get rid of that thing immediately or defog if I choose to, or just go from there. So that's what we're going to roll out with. We're just going to go ahead and lead off with Lisk and hope for the best. I was pretty surprised not to see Gyarados, if I'm being honest. I thought I had a pretty decent matchup, especially if he wanted to run like Power Whip or something, but I can get why he didn't. I also had, you know, some pretty solid built-in countermeasures to it, but yeah, you know, it should be a fun time nonetheless. Let's go ahead and check out Jorge, like I said, down below. Good luck, have fun, all that stuff. And I would not be surprised if we get disconnected within the first 5 turns and I have to scream. Because me hosting these things generally does not go well. He leads off with Mikasa, which is the Rabombi. Perfect, so we get exactly what we want here. Let me just go ahead and see if this play works out fine for me. Yeah, okay, I can't kill it, so even if he isn't Sash, I think my best play is to just U-turn on out of here. Worst case scenario is if he doesn't go for webs and he decides he wants to set up like, or if he decides he wants to go for like fucking sleep powder or something. I know it gets stun spore. I don't know if it gets sleep powder. I don't think it actually does. I know it gets stun spore though, so that's worst case scenario is if he goes for that turn 1, which I don't think he would against a Heliolisk, because I don't think he could paralyze a Heliolisk. But you know, he might predict this or something. The worst, the bet, like I honestly see him pretty much only clicking 2 buttons, either Moonblast or Sticky Web. He could U-turn out as well, I suppose, but we're just gonna U-turn out. We reveal we're Scarf turn 1, which isn't exactly ideal, but it's fine. I don't really care, and we're just gonna drop in Braviary. We can U-turn out, we can, you know, click a button, we can defog, we can decide what we need to do when we decide we need to do it. If he goes Moonblast and gets a special attack drop, that'd be lit. He actually does decide to U-turn out as well, so that's fine. Works perfectly okay with me. And another reason like why I don't mind revealing that Heliolisk is Scarf is because it was Scarf basically to check out +1 Gyarados, which, I mean, he could have been Wakanberry and just, you know, negated that set anyway, but that's what we were. I believe I calced in Wakanberry. I don't remember. I mean, Modest, I mean, it's dying anyway, but like, all right, goes into Rotom. How much do I do to this? Because I might just drop this thing, honestly. Braviary versus Rotom. If he's Choice Scarf, that's bad. Braviary does a lot, but U-turn also does a good amount. He can't kill me with Thunderbolt if he's Scarf, so I should be able to stay in. And I mean, it'll hurt, but it's fine. I can take it. Yeah, it does 76 to 93, so it'll do a ton. If he's Modest, it might kill, but if he's Modest, I'll be faster. If he's Modest Scarf. And even then, it's only a 6.3% chance to kill. And we just get a nice little U-turn off. Good God, that wasn't a crit. My word, that's offensive as hell. Okay. So we're just gonna drop in Tony. We're just gonna drop in Drampa, which this is his main reason for being here is to check Rotom. I'm sick of losing to Rotom, so he goes for Volt Switch. That's fine, dude. If he wants to go Phalanx, I'm not gonna let it suffer free. I'm gonna drop a Draco on it, which I could see him doing. If he goes into Rabombi, I'm clicking Flamethrower. Basically, I don't know what would force me out here. Maybe maybe Zard. No, Zard doesn't really force me out. Type Null would be the only thing that would like force me out. Even then, I think I would prefer getting damage off on that threat. Type Null is also a setup opportunity for my Terrakion, unless he's carrying offensive coverage like Iron Head or something. And even then, it's like a Type Null, so I'm not super scared of that. So he goes into this thing, which ends up being the Phalanx. So this is what I kind of expected. I don't want to let him set up for free. So if he is Jolly, Draco can kill. At +1 Spit F, it still does a lot. So I think I'd just go for Draco, because if he kills me, that's fine, and he's not set up. And if he tries to set up, I'd get a lot of damage off on it. He goes straight for the close combat, which will kill. But I don't let him set up for free. It sucks losing Drampa, which is my Rotom check, but Rotom's already taken a lot of chip damage, so I'm not super against sacking it off here. So I can pretty much get my, he's Life Orb, okay. So I can pretty much get a free switch into whatever I want here. At -1 defense, Power Ball is killing, so I'm gonna just drop in my Cinderace and I'm gonna click a button because he has nothing that switches into Power Ball. So I'm perfectly content with that. He has nothing that switches into this. Assuming I hit, obviously. Which now that I've spoken into existence is clearly not going to happen. He could be like max HP, but I don't think he is. I mean, he probably has some HP on him, but I don't think he's gonna take this very well at all. Obviously, being -1 defense. His best switch into this is type null or Zard. Zard technically, just because it's, you know, a fire type and resists fire, but I don't really think it's much of a switch in to a Cinderace. Type null is probably gonna be a switch. Type bull, I get it, I think. But yeah, we'll just, you know, get a nice little thumbnail off there. That is some respectable damage. Let me see what I can learn from that, honestly, because that looks like it did around 25%, so that's probably Fizz Def. That looks to be just Impish, max Impish. So if he has like, I want to check Type Null's moves real quick. I know I'm wasting a lot of time, but I'm cool with it. This is like the one turn, because I think I can just go, yeah, his best move to hit me is Iron Head, and if he's uninvested, which he probably has a little bit of investment, but not a lot, that's doing nothing to Terrakion. Yeah, okay, I'm U-turning into Terrakion here. And I think I just want to click the button, man. I don't know what a Scarfer is, which does kind of scare me, so I might go for let's do it, dude. Let's be aggressive, because I can definitely double dance on this dude, depending on what he clicks here. I don't know what he would click. He goes for U-turn. Okay, so that's a good play. I can respect that, but his only switch into this that's faster is Rabombi, which I did lose my Assault Vest Mon for, so it's kind of annoying, but I'm not super worried about it. So if he goes into Rabombi, I think I just go back into Cinderace probably. It's gonna be Cinderace or Braviary probably. I'm gonna have to be aggressive against it. Probably just Cinderace, because I already used a Stole Stab. So yeah, we'll probably just go into Cinderace there if he goes to Rabombi. I can court change if I want to. I probably won't right away though, because I want to court change when he doesn't have the thing up. Goes into certain Nom Nom, which is this thing. That tells me it's more than likely Scarf. So he can fire off a actually, it's probably not Scarf, it's probably Specs. Because I outsped it with Braviary, and I personally would creep Braviary with, yeah, dude, I'm clicking fucking close combat here, because why would he run Scarf and not creep Braviary is my thought process there. Like, why would you run Scarf Rotom and not speak creep Braviary? He did. I'm not tripping. My Braviary, yeah, my Braviary definitely outsped it. Or did he switch hard into Rotom on Braviary? He might have done that. Like, if I'm that crazy, then that's my bad, but whatever, dude. Maybe I just messed up. I don't know. Because I don't think he can. Well, I mean, he can, but he has to be like. Because running. Oh, that's not Scarf. I'm stupid. It goes into Poltergeist. And I definitely don't let this thing set up ever. So I think I just have to click Stone Nature. I could also, you know, obviously try to save it and just bring in one of my normal types, which is probably a better play. But I could also Polish up on this if he Shell Smashes, and then I can guarantee I'm faster. But if you Sash, that really doesn't get me anything. I think I'm just gonna Stone Edge. This could be a throw, but I feel like I have enough in the back that I should be okay. Like, this is definitely a win con, but it's not my only win con, I think. Go straight for the Stone Edge, and we land. And we just should have killed. Perfect. Okay, that works. Thought he would be Sash, but I guess he wasn't. So Terrak grabs one. That's perfect. So Phalanx is still a thing. Goes into the Rabombi here, which does have its Sash broken. He has to go for probably just Moonblast here, I would assume. No way I'm staying in, obviously. And we keep this around so we have something to, you know, close combat type null in the mouth. I'm really liking my dual Scarf here. Like, Scarf Breviary is kind of just in a phenomenal position at this point. I need to see how much Scarf Brave Bird does to type null. It's at around half, if I remember correctly. So, type null. If he's impish, Brave Bird might Terrakion. Depends on what HP he's at. Close combat will obviously, but I can't click close. Actually, can I click close combat against him? No, he has Zard. If I play it right, I can sack versus Zard though. We'll Powerball here. He has no switch-ins. I don't think type null takes 2, unless he has rest. He goes for sticky webs, so he sacks to do that. That's perfectly okay with me. Assuming I hit, and I do, perfect. Okay. So Cinderace is gonna grab one, and I can court change versus whatever he wants to bring out. If he brings out Cinderace, I'm just gonna attack it though. Or if he brings out Phalanx, I mean. If he brings out Rotom, I'm just gonna. If he brings out Rotom, I'm probably gonna. I don't know. I want to court change obviously because I don't want to deal with webs. Brings in time null. I'm court changing. Like there's no reason for me not to. Okay, he's nowhere near half, so I wouldn't have Terrakion'd him anyway. So yeah, we're just gonna court change here. Not gonna let this thing get out. I'm not gonna let webs be a thing. Just say nope to those. That's actually a really cool animation. I've never seen it on Wi-Fi. Goes for Toxic. I'm okay. I'm perfectly content with that. That's fine with me. So he's shown Toxic. He's shown U-turn. I believe he's shown U-turn. Did he show U-turn? I think he did. Either way, I'm going to U-turn out here. This thing being poisoned doesn't really matter. So yeah, we'll just U-turn out. Kind of hit and run. I mean, he's probably going to U-turn here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring in my Heliolisk so I can just U-turn out on whatever he wants to U-turn into. And also puts a lot of offensive pressure on against him. He has the fucking rest, okay. So he's shown Toxic, he's shown rest. Sleep Talk, normal stab, I would assume. I don't remember if he showed U-turn. I genuinely don't remember. So I think I'm gonna just try to set up a Swords Dance on this because Terrakion should naturally outspeed him. Actually, no, he has Rotom. I just need him to get a bad Sleep Talk turn on the Sleep Talk roll on the turn I bring in my Terrakion, which I'm just gonna go hard into it because if nothing else, I can just Swords Dance up on it and kill this thing. I'm gonna go for Dual Dance against this, regardless. Just because if I avoid Toxic, then I can just win. So I'm gonna Dual Dance on it. He goes for Sleep Talk, so he shows that. So I have 2 turns to just Dual Dance. Obviously, he gets the rest again. Perfect. So I SD first. If I can avoid another Toxic, I think we're looking pretty damn good, honestly. I mean, I'll probably die before I sweep, but I'll get some fat damage off on his team. To the point where I think I'll be able to just clean up, hopefully. He gets rest again. That's phenomenal. That sucks for him. That really, really does. So I'm going to go for the Rock Polish, just so I can guarantee outspeed that Scarf Rotom, which I'm still confused on. Like, I must have not U-turned out on it. I must have U-turned on it coming in on Braviary, I mean. So he's going to wake up. He's going to go for Sleep Talk. He miscounted turns. That's fucking tragic. Okay. So Terrakion has successfully Dual Danced. Type Null dies if he's Impish. So I lose literally nothing from just clicking CC. And he won't be able to Toxic me, and this thing is just going to drop. Fantastic. Because even Impish did 113 min with Life Orb. That's super unfortunate for my man, but we take those. I'm not going to complain about it. And if I don't have to click Close Combat versus fucking Zard, I'm not going to click Close Combat versus fucking Zard. Oh, Jesus. Stone Edge, I just want you guys to know, it does 611% min. So this thing dies. Do I live a first impression, actually? I'm -1. I'm at 65 HP. That could be bad if I don't. Phalanx, no retreat. First impression. I mean, there's not really anything I can do. So I'm gonna just have to take it. It does 43 min, or max, so I live. 43 HP, not 43%. It does 43 HP max. If he's Jolly. And he doesn't even click it, okay. So Crack's gonna pick up third. I mean, worst case scenario there would have been him, toxicking me, so I probably would have gotten one less kill. So I probably would have died this upcoming turn to toxic. Actually, no, I probably would have died this turn. So I still would have gotten 2 kills out of this regardless. So, and since he sacked this, I don't have to worry about clicking. I'm gonna click close combat versus Zard, so because I can just revenge it later. Actually, no, I'm gonna just click Stone Edge. I'm just gonna go for the win. Like if I miss, I miss. It's whatever. I still have a Scarfer that should outspeed. Actually, no, because I didn't outspeed Zard with my. So if he's dragging this, that could get really bad, but dude, it's okay. If he is no bulk Zard, it does 91 to 105. It's a 50-50 roll. It's named overrated. That's so tragic, man. I'm just gonna click Stone Edge, man. If I miss, I miss. It's whatever. If I get reverse slept by a Zard, then I deserve it. And we hit, so we don't even have to worry about it. So Terrak is gonna come through. I think I would have had that game in the bag regardless. I think, like I said, I just would have gotten one less kill with Terrakion had he not miscounted Sleep Talk turns and got a Toxic off on me. That was the worst case scenario he could have gotten versus me. So I think all in all, we did pretty much as well as we could with there. I mean, obviously we won 5-0, so like we did really well, but I don't think him miscounting Sleep Talk turned out too much. I think it would have just saved him differential and potentially, you know, just one less kill on Terrakion or a couple less kills on Terrakion. I think I still would have had it in the hand. Obviously, you know, anything could have happened from that point, but I think we had that game in control. Had he, I mean, like I said, the worst case scenario is he toxics, and then maybe I'm in range of first impression. Then if he had it, or if he gets like a, I don't know, like a U-turn or Crush Claw or something off, like who knows? Maybe I'm in range of first impression, but you know, that's not something we have to worry about because it didn't happen. But either way, go check out my man Jorge. He just made an unfortunate misplay there, and you know, it could have, you know, anything could have happened from that point had he, you know, not messed it up. Like it happens, man. People. You know, it is what it is, but yeah, that's gonna do it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Shout out to Terrakion for doing disgusting things, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.